Alright, people. 1501. I think I'm going to change this to Mage Fists for 20% more damage. I think the problem is that when you're GR at 95 fishing, or not fishing, but Paragon farming, which I'm not. I don't know why that's the case. But there we go. Alright. That's because I never saved it. Yeah, we're going to go for Mage Fist. We're going to drop Nemesis because the June Dervishes reflect damage back are proccing me straight away, and there's nothing you can do about it. So we're going to go for a bit more damage from the Mage Fists and ignore getting elites from the shrines, or the pylons. So where are we at? Got one at 90, another one at 90, and we got one at 34. So we're gonna do 34. Okay, we'll do 95. So there we go. With Mage Fists, 20% more damage from the fire.
Embrace your.
Pardon me. Rather than spawning the horrendous June Dervishes from pylons, which have been absolutely killing me, to be honest. Let's see, this is what you want now. There you go.
Beneath the endless tides.
This is what you want. Instant death from landing a bell.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Pop. Pop.
The gods struck through me. It is not ready yet.
So shield. Yeah, okay, so we've got no elites from it. That's okay though. Because that's the whole point.
Feel the wrath of Itar.
I'm not liking it, it's 20% more damage.
That ability is not yet recharged. You are defeated. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. Not enough spirit.
Oh,
I must wait to use that ability.
Plenty of spirit.
That ability is not yet recharged.
This is feeling very good. I like it. Change has made a difference.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. Your flaws are revealed. It is not ready yet. I don't have enough spirit.
Speed pilot. There we go.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. I need spirit.
No. Ah.
That ability is not yet recharged. Your flaws are revealed. Not enough spirit. I must wait to use that ability.
The Rift Guardian has found.
Here we go. Ember. Oof.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Bring it on.
It is not ready yet.
Pop.
I must wait to use that ability.
So, yeah, Mage Fists make a difference. Drop Nemesis. Means I don't get those stupid reflect damage at the pylons, but I get 20% more damage throughout the rift. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest.
You have
5 minutes 48. We gotta do better than that. It's pathetic.
unleashed.
It is not ready yet.
Oh.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Let's go, come on. Let's get some decent mobs and density. And
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
ah.
It is not ready yet.
Good density. Good density. Let's go, come on.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. Feel the wrath of Ytar.
Let's run an elite here somewhere. The answer would be no.
That ability is not yet recharged.
We'll rip these
I must wait to use that ability.
beneath the endless tide.
Where's that blue pack coming from? Where is it? In here? No, it's not.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Here he is. Pop.
I must wait to use that ability.
Let's go, go, go. We got a power pile on people. Yeah.
It is not ready yet.
Keep on going, keep on going. Come on, come on. Oh, there's blue somewhere.
I will not do that.
Where was it?
Fight is over.
Oh, where was it? It's not fair.
That ability is not yet recharged.
What's on?
It is not ready yet.
There it is.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability.
Your strength fails.
20% more damage is good.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Well, it's worth dropping another passive for Relentless Assault, getting another 20% damage.
I must wait to use
Clear
that
this
ability.
mob stuff up quickly.
I don't have enough spirit.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Here we go. Oh, it's Perendi.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Nice.
I am skilled at clarifying gems.
That's fairly fast for Perendi.
I need to go back.
What's that? Somebody's reacted to one of my videos. Alright, sure.
Happened where, I mean, you know, he's one of the big talents out there and has a great future, but driving like the way he is at the moment, he's not going to be able to be world champion.
Yeah. Right. Hello, how's it going today? No, day 53. No, I took a day off yesterday. I hit 1500 Paragon. You know, it's been pretty brutal to get that, so I took a day off. Recharged the the mental and physical and emotional and spiritual spirits, so to speak. And so, no, I didn't play Diablo. We're on day 54, and I've played 51 of them. I've taken 3 days off. 2 of the weekends I was too drunk to play, and last night I took a break. Just a break. So, which is cool, you know. You're pushing solo at 1500. You know, it does take a lot out of you. It's a lot of hours. So 1200, man, yesterday. That's brilliant. If that's the most you've had, that's even better. Yeah, it's a good sense of achievement, that is. You know.
It is not ready yet.
It's always cool when you hit goals, when you hit, you know, personal bests. You know.
That ability is not yet recharged.
And the thing is, like, your 1200 Paragon might be, you know, you know, whatever your circumstances are, that could be the same as a, you know, a 2000 Paragon player. It all depends on your circumstances, so, you know, and no one knows each else's circumstances, so, you know, it's cool. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm grinding pretty hard, to be honest, but do you know what motivates me is other people watching the stream, you know, asking questions and, you know, carrying on the conversations and asking things, talking to me. That's motivation in itself. So, you know, if I was doing this solo and not talking to anybody, you know, it's so hard. So that's kind of cool, you know. It's a synergy, you know. So,
it is not ready yet.
People help me, and you know, and if I can help people be motivated, then cool, you know. I'm a pretty super motivated guy, to be honest, when it comes to this kind of things. But everyone needs a break.
That ability is not yet recharged.
And I took a nice break yesterday.
I don't have enough spirit.
Yeah, my third break of the season, so to speak. I took a day off, so
it is not ready yet.
Each to our what we can do, you know. I'm not a big fan of overdoing it and burning out. You know, I've seen Diablo players burn out. It's not good, so you know.
I must wait to use
that's pointless, you know, because you play dedicated for half a season, then you quit the rest of the season because you're burnt out. So you wanna try and last the season, and that's what I'm trying to do. So. I say what am I now? 1500. What would day 54? If it's 90 days, you're talking about 40 days. So I could easily be 1700 Paragon if I'm doing what I've been doing. So you know, delighted with that, to be honest. This was my goal, 1500 Paragon. I've now hit it. I'm now in a bonus. You know, everything's a bonus now. So. Which is a great position to be. Only, you know, not even 2 months in. So, where am I going? Man, I hate these levels.
It cannot be done.
Oh, can't I dash through there? You're kidding me, like. Yeah, as well. You know, you've seen most of it, man. It's pretty brutal.
I must wait to use that ability.
It's pretty brutal, you know. It ain't easy.
Not enough spirit.
It's not supposed to be, is it? You know, that's the whole point of the game. So.
That ability is not yet.
I mean, there's some players who are 2000 Paragon solo, you know, on PC. Brilliant dedication. I mean, that's just insane.
I must wait to use that ability.
Because Leviathan, who's a popular PC streamer, he kind of set up a kind of solo only clan
It is not
You see up
ready yet.
leaderboards.
I need
It's quite
skill.
interesting to watch their progress, even though console players can't be a part of it. It's interesting to watch. I mean, I'd be in the top 20
That ability
if
is
I
not
was
yet
be able to
recharged.
take part in it. So you know that's you know, I think that's amazing, to be honest. I think solo only is, you know,
It is not
so
ready
hard
yet.
to do sometimes. So. But I enjoy it. I've really enjoyed it this season. So.
I don't have enough spirit. I must wait to use
And I've
that
enjoyed
ability.
you know, the regular people who have watched the stream, who have commented, who have messaged me, who want to play season 14. You know, oh, would you fancy doing it together? I love all that. It's
That
brilliant.
ability is not yet recharged.
Community. It's a community game. This game. It's brilliant. You know, even if you're not playing with people, it's still a community game. It's just kind of, that's awesome.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability.
You are defeated.
Oh, what was that? That was shield. Yeah, that's it. Relax. Still, man, 1200 is pretty good.
It is
You know,
not ready yet.
that takes a fair amount of effort as well. So you know the score as well, you know.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
I guess.
It is not ready yet.
Well, that's pretty sick. No, one usable primal, man, and 1200 paragons. That is pretty sick. Yeah.
That
Normally, I would
ability
say
is not
that's
yet recharged.
quite alright, because normally to get primals, the best way is to kind of reforge gear and do shitloads of bounties. But you know, I've got 4 primals this season for my build, and none of them have come from reforging. They've all come from drops. I've just been lucky. But sometimes some players like yourself are unlucky. There's just nothing you can do about it. It's such
It
a
is
shame,
not
you
ready
know.
yet.
You would hope for one, so... Oh, we got Mancarver. You know, primals are not the be-all and end-all, man.
That
It's
ability
all
is
about
not yet
Paragon.
recharged.
So, as long as you got good gear, you'll be fine. But still, you know, a nice red border around those pieces of gear are nice.
I must wait to use that ability.
I may be able to help you.
Playing in groups definitely helps anyway. You know. I read a really cool post today on Blizzard forums. The reality is the game favours group play. You know, you play in groups, and you get your legendary gems up to obscene levels, 120s, 130s, and then you play a solo GR, and you clear it, and you're using those 120, 130 legendary gems. And some people are saying that's not fair. That's been an age-old argument, and I fully understand that. You know, I've cleared 104. And I can't get my gems past 105 because I'm playing solo only. If I was playing group, I would have them in 120s, 130s. So, you know, the group play is helping the solo clears, and there should be perhaps more distinction between the two. Douglas, don't get me started on Douglas. Don't get me started on Douglas. Douglas Merrickson, Henrique, Impulse, and Wolson are cheaters. They cheat. They're blatant cheaters in the game. Wallison has a full primal necro, and he has a full primal monk, more or less. Yeah, they're primal boys. They're cheating. They're playing with people, and they're playing with public people. And when the public people die in hardcore because they're pushing, Douglas and Wallace are saying, "Why did you not back up your save? Because you can restore it, and just carry on." You know, that's the kind of cheaters. These guys are ruining hardcore on PlayStation 4 because most of the hardcore PS4 players are legit. This top 4 boys are you know, really good guys, absolutely sound, legit players, playing properly. These boys here, the second group, are cheaters, absolute cheaters. I'm sick of them, to be honest, sick of them. I've messaged Douglas today, in fact, and told him how disgusted I am that they're cheating. And they're blatantly cheating. It's not even, you know, they're not even being, what's the word, cautious about it. They're blatantly cheating. They've got 19 primals between 2 builds. It's just ridiculous. They will, King Meldus. I know I've seen your name on the leaderboards for many a season on Crusader hardcore. You know, and yeah, they'll beat you. You know, this guy, you know, these top 4 group here will be number 1 in all on their solo. You know, he's playing Crusader, he's playing Wizard. I don't know what he's doing, but he's playing Monk. They're going to be number 1 in the solo leaderboards, and they're going to hit number 1 in 4-man because they're cheating, and it pisses me off because I don't know why they're doing it. Because these guys they're not new players. You know, these guys have been around since seasons came into Diablo 3. Why are they cheating? Why can't they compete properly? Are they scared? Can they not play properly? Are they not skillful enough to play properly? No, they're not. I've messaged Douglas today because he's on my PSN friends list. Wallison, you can't message him. Either he's blocked me or he doesn't accept messages from non-friends. But I can't message him at all. But they're cheating. They're absolutely cheating. It's sick. It's pointless. You know. You know, King Melodus has been on the. You know. Fair play to you, my man. You've been on the Crusader leaderboards for practically nearly every season that I can remember. I make leaderboard seasonal videos at the end of season, showing the best clears, the best ranks, the best builds, and you've always been up there. But look, there you go. Look, number 2 and number 3 from the same group. The same group. They're gonna beat you. They're gonna beat you because they're cheating. What's this boy got? Look, primals. Look, so many primals. It's ridiculous. It's just cheating to the, you know, grown men cheating. You know, just to try and be top of the leaderboards is ridiculous. It's just, don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. I'm a bit annoyed because I'm only playing solo this season, but these top 4 boys are sound guys, really good guys, and you know they're gonna get beat. They're gonna get beat because there's nothing you can do with these guys. Look at this. Look, primals in every slot. There's nothing you can do against that because these guys are playing for Paragon as well. They've got very high Paragon. They're not playing and got primals and cheating and then not playing every day. They're practically playing every day as well. So they've got the kind of the similar Paragon to these boys, but then they've got the gear that's all primals. So it's just cheating. You know, the fact that this guy has got, you know, primal necro for group play, and then has a practical flipping full primal monk for solo play. I mean, this monk that he's built came out of nowhere. He had no primals, and then bang, he's got like 8-9 primals, and he's landed up, you know, 4th spot on the leaderboards from out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't play a meta. You group up, so my gems and augments won't compete. Well, you know, you're the same as me. You know, you're the same as me, my man. I'm playing solo, and my gems won't compete. So, but you know, leave them to it. You know, leave them to it. If they want to cheat, cheat. You know, I've messaged them and said, you know, he's on my friends list. Look, he's only playing by himself. He's 1980 Paragon. That boy there is a cheater. You know, he's restoring his save if he dies, and he's exploiting for primals, and he's got nearly 2,000 Paragon in the hardcore. He's cheating. His group is cheating. Really, just aggravates me so much. But then it doesn't, because I'm not bothered, to be honest. It's just, you know, 1675. That's excellent, absolutely excellent. You know, I feel sad for the people who are legit, who play properly, like King, Melodious, and like the top 4 guys, like myself, who are playing legit, streaming every session. But you know, when there's guys who are exploiting, and they're obviously exploiting, it's not even, you know, every slot is primal gear, and they're still making massive leaderboard entries. It's like, well, who are you kidding? Who are you trying to kid? Who, you know? Maybe they're teenagers. I don't know. Maybe they're kids. Maybe they're not grown men. I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. What the thing is, like with Douglas, you know, I've played with him. I didn't know he was a cheater. I've played with him. He's been on since season 10, since seasons first came to console. So he's not a new player. He's not a kid. He's a guy who's played, what, for the last 4 seasons now, or 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah. And he's cheating. It's like, where's the sense in that? Why? You know? And it just shows you, you know, if people need to cheat to beat leaderboard entries, you're not a good player. And you can't do it. Their 4-man clear is ridiculous. 123. Because their monk has no, you know, extra globe, secondary, you know, generate extra health, extra globes, which is mandatory for a support monk. You need to be generating globes. And, you know, extra health per globes, and he's not. None. Not one secondary spot of that. So how is he keeping his group alive? He isn't. And you know, support Barb doesn't have any movement speed or nothing. He's lacking tremendous amounts of the support Barb requirements. So he's not pulling in mobs and such like. So these guys, if they fail, they die, they restore their save. They're just cheating. It's sick. Yeah, I don't know how you can get any satisfaction. Exactly, TJ man. But let's make no bones about it. You know, because of the builds, they will beat #1 spot, and whatever solo leaderboards they're gonna compete on, they're gonna win. You know, and every one of them are cheaters. I think you'll find globe bonus is absolutely mandatory in the very high clears. When you're talking 123s in hardcore, it's mandatory, mate. It's mandatory. You know, you're going to die without it. And the fact that the top group, you know, the support monk, you will find has, you know, globes, life from health potion globes, as practically every slot that you can get it on, you know, is huge. It's kept them alive. These guys are running without movement speed on their barbs, so they can't pull in enemies, they can't group up stuff, and they've got no health globes bonus. How are they surviving? It's, you know, they must be fishing for the most perfect rift. And I tell you what, you know, it's been, you know, it's confirmed they're cheating. they've told players you've got to back up your save when you play with us, because if you die, you need to restore it. So, yeah, Douglas is on. Not only is he number one, you know, he's number one. Look, 120. You know, he's got primals in every slot. You know, there's nothing you can do with cheaters. You know. But going back to Thomas's point, you know, it's maybe not mandatory, but when you're talking about these 123 clears in hardcore, it practically is mandatory. Practically is. Yeah, well, that's the point, Thomas, in that their support barb is not properly geared, and their support monk. If they don't have the glow bonus on the monk, they're going to rely even more on the barb, and they can't rely on the barb because he isn't rolled correctly. So all they're doing is simply running the rift, and if they die, they restore their save. You know, because they're not geared properly compared to the other groups at that level. I've run this kind of levels of groups. You need to be running the proper builds. You need synergy. So, you know, yeah. These guys have pissed me off. Because they've tainted the hardcore community on PlayStation 4. The hardcore community on Xbox is tainted. It's really bad for exploiters. But on PS4, the hardcore community has been pretty much very good. Everybody's legit. Everybody knows one another. We're all, you know, play properly. These four guys are just idiots, absolute idiots, who are blatantly cheating, and they don't seem to care. So the fact that he's online and he hasn't responded, I sent him a message today, and said, why are you cheating? What's the point in cheating? Why can't you play properly? Why are you and your other members of your group cheating? And he hasn't responded to me. He doesn't have the guts to. So yeah. I mean, Thomas, have a look at their builds for their support characters. They are, you know, they don't make any sense. And you know, 9 times out of 10, if you're on 123 greater, you're not going to survive it. But they did, because, as I said, they keep just restoring their save. They've told players who play with them, back up your save, because if you die, you can restore it. Hardcore. What can you do against that? You know, you can't compete with that. Blatant cheating. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to my old Paragon.
Come back again. Isn't that nice?
That is too expensive.
And I don't mind. I mean, I'm competing on the solo. I'm doing solo leaderboards. You know, I was 4th. I'm a bit peed off that the guy is taking. He's come out of nowhere, built a monk, full primals. That annoys me a little, but I don't care because I'm playing solo. I'm always not going to be in the top. But the fact that him and his group are going to be number 1 on the solo leaderboards and 4-man at the end of the season because they're cheating irks me. It really irks me. Idiots. And I don't have a problem telling them that, you know. As I said, I sent a big long message to Douglas today saying, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? It's pointless. Can't you play legit? Can't you compete normally? Can't you compete without cheating? Wouldn't that be a good story? Wouldn't that be great for hardcore community to have 2 or 3 groups competing with one another legitimately? But nah, these guys have got to cheat to do it. You know, idiots.
I wish you.
Pricks.
It is not ready yet.
Go fuck themselves. Try to send a message to Wallace and I couldn't do it. You can't do this. Alright, so you either blocked me or you've got to be his friend to send a message. But, you know, that tells you a story, doesn't it? You know.
I must wait to use that ability.
And I will be. I've sent many a bug report to Blizzard, you know, on the exploits in this game, but this just highlights it. You know, softcore's had its issues as well, obviously, but hardcore's always been cleaner because of less players. But to see a group like that. Anyway, come on, let's ignore them. It's just.
I must wait to use.
Let's get on to more positive things. Some of us have done 1500 paragons in solo in the whole season. You know, that's I'm pretty impressed with that. You know.
Beneath the endless tides.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna aim for 10 paragons a day, and I'll hit 600 in 10 days or something. But this weekend coming, I'm gonna push. I should be able to hit 106, 107.
It is not
So that's
ready
going to be all. You know, there's lots of fun still to be had. So.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Hello. What's the enemies like?
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability.
Yeah, dude, I've had that many times, mate. If you watch TJ Man, if you watch me when I hit a blue goblin, you will notice that I hit it once or twice and I stop attacking. If you kill a blue goblin too fast, you don't give the game a chance to register that it splits properly, and therefore you don't get nothing from it. So you hit it one or two times, and then you stop attacking. Wait for it to split, and then kill the little goblins, and then when they split again, stop attacking. And then, only then will you get the goodies from them. But if you've got too much damage in your build, and you instantly kill them, yeah, you get nothing from them, which is brutal. So, you know, don't spam your skills.
It is not ready yet.
As it's a no one problem.
I need spirit. That ability is not yet recharged.
Yeah, man, I hit them twice, stop for a second, hit them twice again, and then I stop. As soon as I see them split, I stop attacking for just a second, and give the game time to register that it's split, and then attack them again. And that way you'll find that they'll split properly.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bandit, that, isn't it? You know, you find a blue goblin, you kill it so fast, and it doesn't split. You're like, no goodies, man, no way.
I must wait to use that ability.
No fair.
Is not yet recharged.
I don't even know what's in there, but
Feel the wrath of Yitar.
I must wait to use that ability.
Your flaws are revealed.
It is not ready yet. ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. Not enough spirit.
Oh. Conjure. Oh, is it up?
It is not ready yet.
Oh, we got an elite here.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
Wow.
The Rift Guardian.
Here we go, here we go. Oh, Spartan cover again.
That ability is not yet recharged.
It's a bit brutal sometimes. If he gets you with that little, he tries to pull you in there, it really hurts. There you go. See, he pulled me in. He's going to whack me there.
I must wait to use that ability.
I whacked him first. Ah.
I need to go back.
That's a good beer. Right. Pop. Oh, nice. 1503. Rinse and repeat. The grind now for Paragon is pretty brutal, isn't it? You know, we're talking 2 to 3 levels per level. 2 to 3 grifts per level.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Which is okay when you're doing them at the speed, but
I must wait to use that ability.
or with this ease, but still, you know. I might be able to go up a little bit actually. 95s might be too.
Have enough spirit.
I might be able to do 99s in the same roughly time. So I'm only one-shotting things at the moment, to be honest.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Speed.
I must wait to use that ability.
What? Come on. Yeah.
It is not ready.
Yeah, I had a discussion with people on the Diablo monks subreddit, because I was wearing Nemesis in the middle part of the cube there, so every time I hit a pylon I would spawn elites, which was great for progressing through greater rifts. But 75% of the time when you spawn minions from a pylon, they're the kind of the Dune dervishes that spin around and reflect back your damage. And as a monk, they reflect back the monks that come out my bell. If you notice, when I land a bell, like 8 monks come flying out. It's hard to see, but you can see 8 monks flying out. Well, they reflect back to me, and they were instant proc. So every time I wore Nemesis and would activate a pylon and got those enemies, it would be like really scary and hardcore. So yeah, I had to change to Mage Fist. I dropped Nemesis. So now I don't get any elites from the pylons, but I get 20% extra fire damage, and my bells are fire damage, and that means that I'm actually clearing. I don't know, because I'm doing more damage. I'm clearing 95s even faster. So you know, it's pretty straightforward. You know. That, yeah, they were. I mean, I really hadn't noticed how bad they were, but they are brutal. I mean, it was like instant proc. A couple of times, you know, you have to either quit the rift or run away. So, kind of for hardcore, it's recommended not to run Nemesis when you're running Greater Rift farming for Paragon. You know, run Nemesis for T13 key farming and Death Press farming for sure. Not in GR farming for Paragon. So that was good advice. So I took that, and yeah, I mean, as you can see now, you know, 95s are so easy with a 20% extra damage from Mage Fists.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Which is cool, you know.
It is not ready yet.
There you go, got a shield now.
Feel the wrath of Ita.
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet.
The gods strike through me.
I must wait to use that ability.
Yeah, for some reason when you activate a pylon, a Nemesis and a Greater Rift, it doesn't take the enemies that spawn from it don't come from the pool of monsters that you're playing with in the Greater Rift. So you know, if you're in a rift of zombies, say, where am I going? Why is that a dead end? Oh, it must be that way. If you're in a rift full of zombies and you activate a pylon or shrine pylon and you got Nemesis on, you'd expect maybe the elite might be a zombie or zombie based, but that wasn't the case. It's always from a select pool like Fallen Overseers or the Dune Dervishes, and that just makes GRs absolutely, you know, brutal. If you're gonna have to hit a pylon and then run away, because they can instantly proc you. So I can understand why the 20% flat damage boost throughout the whole level from Mage Fist is probably better. Probably going to equate to more time being banked up rather than not getting any elites from with pylons.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
The Rift Guardian has found you.
What we got? Oh, you got, okay. Arcane Boy. Oh, no, don't land that on my head, thank you very much. I'll tell you what, we'll sit in that. See, even without being stricken, you know, you're taking these down pretty quickly.
I may be able to help you.
Which is the whole point of speed farming 95s.
turning to tongue. Your
Rinse and repeat.
are you ready?
Tomorrow I'll do an hour of key farming to get more keys, and then I'll get 10 pools of yellow
That ability.
EXP bonuses, which makes leveling up slightly easier, but I've got plenty of keys at the
It is
moment,
not
so
ready yet.
I don't need to do that. I don't want to waste an hour doing key farming tonight when I don't need it. So,
That ability is not yet
but you know,
recharged.
shmeh.
A vicious strike.
It is not ready yet.
Yeah, I saw that video today as well. I watched it during my lunch break and at work, and yeah,
Wait to use
interesting.
that ability.
8 weeks is what, roughly, what's this day, 54?
That ability is not yet
So,
recharged.
you know, you're talking practically within the next week that it would end. He's got some good points, if that's the case.
I must wait to use that ability.
Your flaws are revealed.
But the reality is that group play would still win. So
It
I
is
think
not ready yet.
instead of making seasons shorter, why not address group play and solo play, so that a solo player can eventually compete against group players
That ability is not yet
at the end of the
recharged.
season, rather than just shorten seasons. I don't know. I see his point, but
It is not ready yet.
as a group player, I would love. I think 3 months are good. I just think there needs to be a bit more,
That ability is not yet
a bit more
recharged.
incentive for solo players. I don't think you should be allowed to, as I said, you know, play multiplayer and group up and get your legendary gems really high, and then use those legendary gems in a solo
I
leaderboard
must
entry.
wait to use that ability.
Don't think that should be right, you know. But then you have to reward group play. It has to be rewarding, because if you don't reward it, then you're not gonna have people doing it. So
It is not
it has
ready
to be
yet.
better than solo play. So I can understand Blizzard's point of view as well. So it's kind of, you know, they've made group play better. You know, it's 30% more XP when you play in a group of 4-man. So
That
you know,
ability
and
is not
you
yet
know, 4-man
recharged.
bounty farming is far more efficient. So it's a difficult one. I don't think it's one they're going to address in Diablo 3.
I must
Maybe
wait
one
to
for
use
Diablo
that
4
ability.
or the next Diablo game anyway. But if the season ended like in 8 weeks, like, which is what's that? That's
ability
next
is
week.
Not yet recharged.
I'd be happy, man. Yeah. I'd be happy, man, because I've played nearly every day since day one,
must
and
wait to
you know,
use
it
that
does take a lot out of you. You know, the fact I've got another 40 odd days to go is incredible, but right now, as a solo
is not
player, it
ready
would feel
yet.
right to end it. Would it feel right now as a group player to end it? I don't know. I don't know. So,
That
pros and
ability
cons.
is not yet recharged.
Pros and cons. If you look at it from a solo play, your conclusion is different when you look at it from group play. That's the point. So. And really, there should be a medium, a happy
I
medium in
must
between.
wait to use that ability.
And there's a simple medium to that. You know, don't make the bonus to group play be 30%. That's a bit ridiculous, you know, compared to the solo player. And bounty mats. You know, if you're running bounty
It
mats
is
in a
not
group,
ready yet.
make them 16 per bounty cash as they are in T13, but in solo, why not boost the amount of mats you get from cash rewards if you're doing it solo? So if I complete Act 1, all 5 bounties, and I get the bounty reward, instead of getting 16
It is not ready yet.
bounty mats, why not I get 30? So that I'm competing with multiplayer groups who can do the bounties twice as fast. And they get 32, you know?
That ability is not yet recharged.
Yeah, and you know, I think the Blizzard, you know, like Path of Exile has, you know, hardcore, softcore, and it has, you know, softcore, self-found solo only leaderboards. It's got hardcore solo only leaderboards. You know,
Not ready yet.
that's really what Blizzard should have done, but they haven't. Fair enough. They'll learn for next time. That'll make, you know, the next Diablo game, hopefully.
That ability is not yet recharged.
As I said many times, Diablo 3 development is finished. There's nothing new coming to this game at all. There's no refinements. There's no balance changes. It's done. This is it. The game is finished. What we're playing now is more or less what it is.
I must wait to use that ability.
But yeah, I would love to see all the stuff you mentioned. Oh crap! Let my stacks drop. Dedicated leaderboards.
That ability is not yet recharged.
They definitely shouldn't have the ability to use legendary gems that have been boosted in multiplayer to be used in solo entry. That is a huge discrepancy.
The Rift Guardian has
You
arrived.
didn't get those in solo play, so. Who's it? Cold Snap. I've still got a shield, so do you know what? Eh, schmeh. Although it's wait run out any minute.
It is not ready yet.
There it is. We're down. Yeah, I love 3 months a season. I think 3 months is good. I like it. I've never played a season completely solo. I'm going to do it this season.
That ability
So
is not
maybe
yet
my
recharged.
perception might change. My opinion might change at the end of the season. I don't know. I might think 3 months is too long when you're playing solo only. I don't know.
It
Right
is
now
not
we're what,
ready
day
yet.
54, so we're not even 2 months in. And I'm not bored. I'm not burnt out. I'm not, I'm doing 3 to 4 hours a day. I'm not feeling like I've had enough. So, not there yet. So, but maybe by the time it comes to 3 months, you might feel that's the case. So. But then you can't cater a game just for solo play. That's the point. You've got to consider the group meta, and it's a community-based game. So, I think Blizzard are close. I think with patch 2.6.1 they boosted a lot of builds, so that now solo play, like myself, I can do GR100s pretty easily, which means I get the Paragon. Whilst you had to do groups to do that before, so the beer helps. That's so true. That's a great point, yeah. Can you tell that? Yeah, I'm sitting here in Scotland, drinking beers, playing Diablo 3 practically every night. It helps, yeah. Superb. A great point. That's quite funny. Yeah, try doing it without beer next season, Nick. Yeah, nah, I'm gonna struggle, to be honest. Oh, yeah, I would struggle. Why is this game so boring? can't be doing this for 3 months solid. Brilliant. It's true though. Oh, look at that. What?
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's maybe the only way to do Diablo 3 solo, 3 months solid in a season, is to do it drinking beer. So.
What a steal.
Yeah, that's funny.
See you soon. That's
That
nice.
is too expensive.
Can I have it back?
Sober only thing, no thanks. Yeah, can you imagine? Oh, God, that'd be depressing. I think, you know, you know what? Do you know what? Anybody who can play a season in Diablo 3 for 3 months, completely and utterly sober and solo, I take my hat off to them. You know, I'll take my hat off to them because I can't do that. It is impossible. Right, we're still 1503 here, man. Come on.
Embrace your...
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I mean, I'm aiming for 10 paragons a day, but you know, I may find as the season gets on that I'm gonna struggle to do that. You know, we're talking. That's it's 30 rifts a day, roughly. It's not too bad, but. I mean, I aimed for 10 paragons a day last week, and I was doing 15 by putting in extra time. And that's how I got to Paragon 1500 on Sunday, when the reality is I should have got to 1500 as I calculated Wednesday or Thursday this week, so I can be flexible, that's the point, but minimum of 10 a day, but it's you know, I took a day off yesterday because yeah, it's getting harder to keep the motivation now, so. You know, the difference between 1500 and 1600 by the end of the season isn't going to be that much. It's not going to be a GR clear, to be honest. It might be one, I don't know, but so, you know.
It is not ready yet.
What's the point in putting in a massive amount of effort, 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, to go up to 1600, 1700 Paragon when the end result is going to be Schmidt, not that big of a deal. You know, it's not going to be the difference between 106 and 107 because Paragon's 14, 15 or 1600 ain't going to be the difference between that clears, that's the point. That's where it gets tougher now. It's tougher when you don't see a sense of progression or a reason to progress. And that's why I've held off from pushing, to be honest.
It is not ready yet.
Because it takes it away. If I pushed at 1400 and I knew what I could do, and then I would know that when at 1500 that it's not going to make much of a difference. And what's the point in pushing to 1500? No point. And that's why I haven't pushed, because I don't know what I can do yet. Because my top clear I did like nearly 3 weeks ago, so if I don't push, then I don't know what I can do. Therefore, I'm still motivated to try and get Paragon and keep going. I mean, not that my motivation's waning at all. You know, I'll be here till the end of the season. To be honest, I'll be playing practically every day. You know, I might take the odd day off like I did yesterday, but they'll be rare. I'm still hugely motivated, but it's just harder, that's all.
defeated.
It is not ready yet.
Yeah, well, you know, I need to start pushing at some point soon because my gems are at 105 and I'm pretty sure I can clear 106, which means I can get my gems to 107.
I must wait to use that ability.
And that's, you know, 107 being the stricken, 107 being the trap is a, you know, it's a difference. It is a difference. So
That ability is not yet
when you add
recharged.
in the ability to get Cardassian's augments up to 100 instead of 90s and maybe even 105s, then you know it all makes. And it might be the difference in one or two GR clears. So you know, I always plan to push this week. I said that in my weekend stream. I plan to push this week at some point. I may do it later on this week. What's this? This is only Tuesday, so yeah, maybe Wednesday, Thursday. I'll push 105, 106. Get my proper gems up to 100, 106, 107, and that will only help the speed farming. It'll help my speed farming build. You know, it'll help me speed run these GRs of my Bane the Traps up higher. So.
That ability is not
And
yet
then,
recharged.
and then I can make a call on what I can improve on by the end of the season. So my GR 104 top clear was done like 3 weeks ago. So it's kind of, you know, back up that save. Yeah, nah, mate, I don't do that.
It is not ready yet.
If I die, this monk will die. I've said that many times in this stream. This monk is not going to survive this season. I have no need for him in non-season at all. So I've got legendary gems that are higher in non-season. I don't need anything from this monk in non-season. So he's going to die pushing, and he will die a glorious death. It'll be on the final day that he will die. He will be all out, balls in, no defense. You know, I might waste 50 keys farming for the right rift and try, but you know, if I get to the Rift Guardian and then I proc, I've got to carry on, and then I'll die. So it's gonna happen.
Are you strong?
But yeah, I think because there's only 40 odd days left, I'll maybe push once or twice more to see what I can do to get my big gems up, and then it's just Paragon farming in between that, and then the last week of season is kind of the push. Blizzard, you know, they give you 2 weeks notice, so you know. Kind of can plan round that.
It is not ready yet.
So I think the kind of the week, you know, 20th of May is kind of the 23rd of May is kind of the that's the kind of time period we're looking at. So.
The storm breaks.
I must wait to use that ability.
Which means we've got plenty of time yet.
It is not ready yet.
I mean, realistically, what were they? 53, 54, are we? If it lasts till 90, that's 40 days. You know, I could easily, if it does last that long, and I do play like I've been doing for the whole season and playing 3 to 4 hours a day, I can easily hit 17, 1800 Paragon.
I must wait to use that ability.
So, you know. Which is crazy.
That ability is not yet recharged.
And I love it.
It
I
is
love
not
the
ready
challenge of a grind. It would be, you know, it would be. Consider my most, you know.
Rethink your
Okay,
intention.
sure, this was prior to patch 2.6.1, but I was 1600 Paragon at the end of season 11. And there's a night back here, so to be more than what I was in group play and solo is
You are defeated.
I must
pretty
wait
good.
to use
Yeah,
that
you know,
ability.
there's a patch in between that season. I never played season 12 at all. So I took a break from. Whoa! Arcane beam on my head. Never a good thing. Yeah, if I played last season, season 12, in a group, it would probably be hitting, you know, 1900 Paragon for sure. But 1600 prior to that,
Ability is not yet
so I
recharged.
can beat that now.
Over.
It'd be awesome.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged.
That's going to be my only sense of progression is Paragon now, you know. I'm not going to get better gear, or if I do it's going to be so marginal, it's not going to make a difference. And, you know,
It is not ready
I
yet.
can't get my legendary gems up that much higher anyway, so it's Paragon that's now key for solo player. Hence why I'm doing this.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Right, up or down? Up or down? It's down. Challenge Pylon is always
I
a
must
friend
wait
of
to use
some
that
little monk.
Your
Spam
flaws
dash,
are revealed.
go for it. Boom. Look at that. Pop. Just spam it.
It is not ready yet.
The Rift Guardian has found
Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Oh,
I
it's
must
Rat
wait
Boy.
to use
It's
that
Rat
ability.
Boy. He's cool because he
That
always
ability
gets
is not yet recharged.
Oculus rings from the rats. So any Rift Guardian with
It
ads
is
is
not ready
amazing.
yet.
For some Muko Monk. Oculus ring, 85% more damage. Boom. So it's Rift Guardians, so no ads. Nah.
I need to go back.
That sure would take me to 1505, surely. It's gotta, surely.
Your
Oh, you are kidding me. Oh, man. So, like, experience, what are we talking now? Like, oh, frick. So I need 5 billion to get the next level, and I've got 105 billion. Oh my goodness. You're talking 29 billion per level. One, two, you're talking 3 greater rifts. Yeah. You're talking at this stage, you're talking 80 to 90 billion a level, and I'm only doing 29 billion at GR95 without no pool. So you're talking 3 levels. But you're doing them in, so you're going up, you know, if you're doing them in 5 minutes, 3 minutes, well, I don't know. Let's say 5 minutes for, you're talking a level every 15 minutes. And you need 10 levels,
I must wait to
so
use
it's
that
150
ability.
minutes. So you're talking 2.5 hours. You need 2.5 hours a night to go up at this
That
level in the
ability is
game.
not yet recharged.
10 levels. That means you're talking 10 days to get to the next, the 1600 mark. So. Whew, it's all brutal, isn't it?
It is not ready
Yeah, it
yet.
is brutal. But you do more at the weekends. I might do 15 levels in a week, you know, depending on how it goes. Key farming, getting 10 yellow pools will also help.
I must wait to use that.
Bovines, there you go, look, 1505. So we're halfway there tonight already. And we're only an hour and 20 in, so you're talking double that. So, you know, yeah. It's going to take me another 2 hours. It's going to take me another hour and 20, so.
That ability
That's cool,
is not yet
you know.
recharged.
It's cool.
Your flaws are revealed.
I can do that.
What you ask is impossible. It is not ready
I
yet.
can't deal with this shit cave maps. Like, come on, give me some flipping density, man.
Ha! A vicious strike.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Come on.
It is not ready yet.
Through me.
I must wait to use that ability.
Cover it. Let's go for it. Still got power.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Come on, let's find the light.
You are defeated.
Rethink your intent.
That's a bit disappointing. This way to run out. No. Oh. Oh man.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged.
Your strength fails.
Charm pilot.
I must wait to use that ability.
What's that? Double 8 pack? Hot.
It is not ready yet.
The gods struck through me.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Ha! A vicious strike.
Come on.
I must wait to use that ability. The rift!
We got. There we go. Tethers.
That
Tethers.
ability is not yet recharged.
Away you go, man.
It is not ready yet.
Good to see.
Yeah, we're still at 15:05. We're halfway through, man. That's brutal.
Well,
Oh, look at that. I hardly moved. Alright, we'll have to reset. Transmog at this stage of the game. Ah! No way, 3 gifts like that. No, that'll be one of the ones like Shadow Bane. Ah, no. There we go. 3 of them. Look at that. 54 of them, man. What am I supposed to do with them? For the season.
Fortune favors. What a steal. What a steal. What a steal. Maybe you can find a use for that.
that is too expensive.
Right. There we go, so we've reset, done our paragons, reset our shards, we're ready to go again, guys! But I need to go to the little boy's room, give me 1 minute. Alright, we're back. Ah. Little trip to the boys' room.
Brave.
Oh, we love some Nephilim glory. There we go.
I must wait to use that ability.
Your flaws are
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability.
Nah, not really, mate. Nah.
The ability is not yet recharged.
Fire's pretty much it. There's a lightning build,
It is not ready yet.
which first came out when patch 2.61 came out, and it was on par with this one, so it seemed. But nah, the fire one's kind of
That ability is not yet recharged.
it's kind of head and shoulders above everything else, to be honest.
feel the wrath of Yita.
Practically because of Cinder Coat, because Wave of Light costs so much spirit, and you can reduce that by 30% with Cinder Coat, or boost it with Mage Fist for 20%. So
I must
that
wait
kind
to
of
use that ability.
seals it. You know, Wave of Light is so spirit hungry, but with Cinder Coat reducing fire damage skills, when you're really pushing, that's going to be the #1 option.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait
Otherwise
to
you run
use
out of
that
spirit.
ability. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged.
Three enemies, really? You know, why am I going to stomp kill them? You know?
It is not ready yet.
Feel the wrath of Yita.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready
This
yet.
fight is over.
Doesn't matter about Diablo 3 anymore anyway, does it, you know? Are we going to see a drop in players playing Diablo 3 when God of War comes out?
I must wait to use that ability.
Like Destiny 2 last season?
That ability is not yet recharged. I will not do that. It is not ready yet.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Friend it again? Nah.
I must wait to use that ability.
Pop. Yeah, Far Cry 5 is pretty popular at the moment, you're right. That is true. It's not my style of game, to be honest, but yeah, I think when God of War comes out, that's gonna dominate lots of people's time. And then there's Dark Souls 1 Remastered, which is gonna dominate my time. When that comes out in May, I think it is. So.
Well, unleash.
Just too many games coming out. Yeah, that's what we want to. There we go. Like, Diablo.
That ability
So
is
we're
not
fine
yet
once we get
recharged.
Nephilim Glory, but
I must wait to use that ability.
yeah, with that new content, Diablo's gonna die. You know, even this,
It is
kind
not
of
ready yet.
the players who play every season, they're gonna stop playing. You know, I'll stop playing because what's the point? You can only do so much with the same content.
Your flaws are revealed.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Yeah, so did I, my man. I played all season non-stop, and then I was kind of done with it. What to do with it?
It
And
is
then
not ready yet.
Seasons came out, and I started playing it again. If it wasn't for Seasons, I'd be finished a long time ago.
That
What
ability
season?
is
That
not
was season
yet
10 that
recharged.
first came out on consoles. It was 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 4 seasons. That's a year.
My strength has increased.
They've managed to keep this game going by a year by adding seasons. So can they do that for another year
I must
on
wait
the
to
same
use
patch
that
level?
ability.
Nah. I can't be playing this again on the same level with no new content, no new builds, no changes.
It is not
Doesn't
ready
make
yet.
any sense, does it? Maybe, you know, to play with a different group. That might be one reason, but you can't do that every season. That's
I
like,
must wait to use that ability.
signs point to no, yeah. You know, signs point to they're working on a new game. So, you know.
It is not ready yet.
And the reality is, we should have had PTR up for PC now to test all the new changes. So the fact that we haven't
That
suggests
ability
where
is
we're
not
going.
yet recharged.
It's done. It's a cooked turkey, man. We've enjoyed it.
I
I can't
use
I
that
can't
ability.
honestly remember a game that I played for 4 years continually. You know, game cost me like, you know, $40.
That ability is not yet recharged.
You know, 4 years, $40. It's $10 a year. It's like a, you know, just over $1 a month. You know, that's incredible. You know, How many games can you say that's done that? Oh. With very little
It is
paid
not
for
ready
content. Only the Necro DLC was the only paid for content. So, you know, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's been a good run, you know. Oh, you know, good things come to an end, you know. Time to move on to bigger things, you know. Better things, hopefully. Surely the next Diablo game is going to be,
I must wait to use
you
that
know,
ability.
pretty awesome. Take all the good points from this, and take away all the bad points from it. Take all the good points from other games like Path of Exile and Grim Dawn that are working well for others.
The storm breaks.
Whoa, 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 too many hell witches.
It is not ready yet.
Your flaws are revealed.
The rift gun. I must
Whoa,
wait to use
that's
that
pretty
ability.
quick.
That ability
Nah.
is not yet recharged.
TJ man, don't you know Blizzard? You know, Blizzard ignore their community. You know, you know, the devs in Blizzard and Diablo do what they want. They don't listen to the community. The community has some great ideas, but yet, you know, it's mostly ignored, to be honest.
What do you need?
Whether that changes for future Diablo games remains to be seen, but I'm not liking your chances. Just the way it is, you know. I mean, for instance, the patch to fix or introduce the StarCraft pet and fix the Cursed Conquest came out on PC on the 28th of February, and they said a few days later that the patch is in works for console, and here we are, 17th of April. You're talking 6 to 7 weeks later, and there's zero communication from Blizzard about that patch for consoles. Zero, nothing, nada. You know, despite myself and others asking moderators, what is going on with the patch? Where is it? Why don't we have it yet? Can you give us an update? That's the kind of level of communication we're at, you know. The devs do what they want. They don't listen to the community, you know. I think the one thing they took in from the community was a suggestion panel at BlizzCon a couple of years ago, and that's where the Convention of Elements ring came from, because that was a community suggested idea. Apart from that, nah. Hopefully the devs who have been on D3 are not the same devs in the next Diablo game, that they're a different team. And or more of a team, bigger team with other people involved. Because to be honest, the community between the communication and interaction between the developers of Diablo 3 and the community has been shocking. It's just been so bad. They ignore everything about what we want, what we say, problems, and just carry on, you know. Like the solo experience with legendary gems, people getting them in groups and then doing solo leaderboard entries, that's a problem. You know, group play is a problem in general. You know, no way to trade is a problem in general. But you know, devs are like, you know, running endless greater rifts all the time is seen as endgame. Well, it's not true endgame. It's boring, doesn't work. You know, but the devs don't see it that way. They think it's you know. It's okay. It's not. This becomes less fun, would you believe, what I'm doing, you know, I can do it, but it becomes less fun.
Be done.
That's a shame. That's a shame. Diablo 2 had a bit of,
not
you know,
ready yet.
I've procced.
I must wait to use that ability.
End game's 150, yeah. Pass. Nobody will ever reach 150, legit. You know, I think 140s is the max. There's a good graph on one of I think it was one of the Reddit posts that I read on Diablo, in that as soon as you pass 130 GR, the amount of damage that the enemies do goes up, and it starts to go up like 9% more. I mean, I think it's like 17% per GR. But after 130, it goes up even more. The amount of damage. And so with that kind of increase, it makes GR 150 absolutely impossible. They'll just annihilate us in one hit. I think softcore PC guys said 140s, and I don't think we'll ever beat that. Considering the enemies do, like, you know, they have 17% more health, and they do, you know, I think it's like 9% more damage per rift after 130, which is huge, you know. Imagine that in 130, and then, you know, once you get to 143, 144, and it's like every rift they're doing 9% more damage, and they've got 17 more health. It becomes insane. And I think Blizzard have done that on purpose to make sure nobody can hit the 150. Legitimately.
It is not ready yet.
Which means they don't need to up the cap, they don't need to breach the patch, they don't need to do anything because it's now capped out, you know.
That ability is not yet recharged.
It was 100. I can't remember what it was last season for PC. It was 143, 144. I can't remember.
It is not ready yet.
Yeah, but that final few levels are just. Ah, come on.
That ability is not yet recharged.
A vicious strike.
I must wait to use that ability.
I like to think the world is safer now.
That ability is not yet recharged.
The gods struck through me.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability.
Feel the wrath of Ytar.
That ability is not yet recharged.
The Rift Guardian has found me.
Who we got? No, Infernal Maiden. It's gonna be tough. With no wilds. Aye. It's when they teleport and land on your head and start spinning around that that becomes rather nasty. Because I just proc, and then I was down to half health, and that was quite close to death. That's probably been the closest I've been to death in quite a long time.
Use that ability.
Yes.
That took me by surprise, to be honest. I've faced Infernal Maiden many times, never had a problem with that way.
I need to go back.
But we're still here.
Hello there.
Living on the edge, man. Yeah, she procced me right at the end there, and then I thought I'd carry on because she's almost dead, and then she hit me once more and I was down to half health. You know, was she gonna kill me? Maybe not. I like to think I could have, you know, avoided that. But oh, an ancient bovine. So we've got a yellow pool at least.
He was my father. Do come back again.
Yeah, it was a bit risky to be honest in the end.
Always changes. What a steal. Do come back again.
That is too expensive.
But all under control. Right, okay. So we got a bovine. So let's clear this next level, and then at the end open it up. Oh, good level. Yes. Pop. 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 There you go. That's like how many seconds in Nephilim Glory? That's 2 minutes built up already, see? That's brilliant. So you're pushing, that's so hard to do.
It is not ready yet.
You are defeated.
Got a power pylon. Go, 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 go.
I must wait to use
Ah,
that
power
ability.
pylon Oculus was real. Where's the leads? Come on, there you go.
The storm breaks.
Oh yeah. Oh, a double elite pack. Look at that.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Yeah, it's called fuck you and have a nice day.
Your strength failed.
It is not ready yet.
Speed.
That ability is
Oh
not yet
wow,
recharged.
yes! Desert Battlefield is running straight into stinging winds. Go, go, go.
It is not ready
It's
yet.
got to be a record GR95 this.
I must wait to use that ability.
Alright, spirit now because I've got a speed pile. And then Juggernaut.
It is not ready yet.
Come on!
That ability is not yet
The
recharged.
Rift Guardian has
Go.
arrived.
Blighter. Poison shit.
I must wait to use that ability.
Oh. Come off here. Epiphany shit.
You have trust.
Yeah. That's got to be a good time. That's got
It is not ready
4
yet.
minutes
Let's
26
see the gem.
is my best.
I am returning to town.
Your trust.
Ah, now then, see, that's what we're talking about. To do a 95 in 3 minutes 13. Battlefields of Eternity, Festering Woods. Boom. Superb.
Are you ready?
And you come to this map.
That ability is not yet recharged.
The storm breaks.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Break beneath the endless tide.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
The storm breaks.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Your flaws are revealed.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability.
Your strength fails.
is not yet recharged.
The storm breaks.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
Beneath the endless tide.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged.
A vicious strike.
I must wait to use that ability.
The Rift Guardian has found you.
Oh shit. Drop stacks.
That ability is
Stop
not yet
teleporting.
recharged.
Get the stacks up, come on. 4.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability.
Poison shit. Diablo Progress.
You have triumphed.
DiabloProgress.com shows GR 145 for 4-man clear for season 112. Yeah, so 145 was the limit on PC. You know, so that 5 extra levels to get to 150, where you know health is 17% more per GR, and the damage they do is 9% more. That last 5 levels is just, there's no builds in the 4-man meta that can cope with that. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, 145, 146, 147 will be pushing the absolute limit. I can't see them ever legitimately pushing 150.
I need to go back.
You have to remember as well that DiabloProgress.com and other websites will track top clears, but they'll track top clears that have used exploits, whereas the official leaderboards won't. As I made a leaderboard video last season, and a few of the PC guys got their leaderboards cleared because they were using the Necro Bone Ringer exploit, which got scrubbed because it was an exploit. But it doesn't get scrubbed from Diablo Progress; it gets scrubbed from the official leaderboard. So you have to watch out for that. But yeah, 145 is insane. You know, if If you think about it, I mean, gee whiz, that is insane. But you know, power creep, that's what Blizzard have done.
Are you strong enough?
That's what they've done. They've made the game that
That ability is not yet
not the
recharged.
kind of levels we're doing now, power creep wise.
It is not ready yet.
Oh yeah, fucker, that hurt. Excuse the language. That hurt.
That
Punishers
ability
hurt
is not yet recharged.
anyway, but when they're elites, they hurt.
It is not ready yet.
Feel the wrath of Ita.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
The storm breaks.
Yeah, these 95s are so easy,
It
aren't
is
they?
not
So
ready
comfortable. Especially with the Mage Fist. I'm liking it. Oh, yes.
Your flaws are
That ability
revealed.
is not yet recharged.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right, they did. They got banned. But I think if you check on DiabloProgress.com for the solo necro clears,
It is not ready
and then
yet.
compare that with the official Blizzard ranking clears, you'll see there's a big difference. And that's because solo necros were using the Bone Ringer exploit last season to get really high clears. And they were removed from the official Blizzard leaderboards,
I must
but
wait
they
to
can't be
use
removed
that
from
ability.
Progress.com, so you might find that there's kind of these kind of high solo necro clears on DiabloProgress.com,
That ability
but when you
is
go
not
to
yet
check the
recharged.
official leaderboards, they're not there. But for group play, yeah.
I must wait to use that ability.
Yeah, I mean, I've done 100, I think I've done 117, 118 four-man group hardcore. It's brutal. It's brutal. It's, you know, it's just brutal. It's just not something you do every day, you know. Solo, hard, softcore, yeah, you might be able to do more
That
easier,
ability is
but
not yet
with no
recharged.
risk of death. But, phew, man, you know, it's not something to be, you know, casually balked at. You know.
I must wait to use that ability.
Break beneath the endless tide.
It is not ready yet.
Oh wow, getting some good maps now.
I must wait to use that
I
ability.
think this is right at the end. But
Your strength fails.
The Rift Guardian is here.
here we go. What we got? It's man cover again. Bring it on, son.
It is not ready yet.
If you can avoid that, you're okay. Cool.
You have tried. I'm here to help.
I am returning to town.
Bow. Yeah. Oh, time to reset. Don't know why you get excited at this level of the game. You know, no gear's going to be any better than I've got. So it's just a case of I've never seen a weapon 4291. Look at that. It's got 2181. It could go to 2325. It's got 10% damage. No way. So 4-4 is probably the limit, is it? Awesome.
Fate smiles. Maybe you can find a use for that. Someday. Don't forget, luck always changes. What a steal. What a
I cannot
steal.
afford that.
One ring. One ring.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Dragon Hop.
A vicious strike.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged.
Pop.
I must wait to use that ability.
That's a good question, TJ Man 79, and there is an answer for that. Let's go to the 4-man rift. So you got the top guys doing 123, all the same times. So they've played all together, and then you've got the other group. They've done 1427, and so they've all done the same time. But then you've got Speedy Zach on 121, and he's only on by himself. So why is that? The answer is that Speedy Zach has completed his 121 with players who have completed a rift higher. So Speedy Zach, I know, played with the top group. So he did his 121 with these guys. But because these guys have done 123 since, then it only registers their best clear. So Speedy Zach's left behind. He did his 121 with somebody, with another 3 guys from the clears above him. But it doesn't show that, unfortunately. So you can't tell which of the 3 out of the 8 players above him. But he did 121 with 3 of these players here. and they all had 121s on the leaderboard until they did 122, 123. So yeah, on PC it does show that detail, so it's quite handy. But like this guy here, look, he's done 119 in 9 minutes 51. He did that with 3 other players above him, but you don't know who, because they've now gone on to beating 119 by doing 120s. So who, don't know. So it's pretty sad, isn't it? So yeah, it makes sense. It does, yeah. Poor Speedy Zach has completed 121 in 14 minutes 43, and he did that with 3 players who have gone on to better that 121 and have done, above it. And it will only show then the players they played with during their top clear, not their previous clears. So. Yeah, makes the leaderboard's a bit wonky, doesn't it? So, these people who are on, they're a 4-man rift, but they're by themselves,
That ability is not yet recharged.
We'll rip these brutes to shreds.
It is not ready yet. What you ask is impossible.
Oh, we got speed. I'm not a big fan of speed because of the way it exhausts spirit so much. You've got to be a little bit careful. You can't spam the skill. It's good for movement, for sure. But I just want the hell out of this flipping rift.
I must wait to use that
Let's go
ability.
back to this guys and take these guys out.
Your strength failed.
It is not ready yet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too much poison, too much poison. Reset. There we go. Hey, here's Lucas. Long time no see, my man.
That ability is not yet recharged.
I think I saw you were up nearly 1400 Paragon, my man. That's really good. I think you're almost there,
I must wait to use that ability.
No, man. Oh.
I will not do that.
Yeah, been pretty good, my man. Been pretty good. Fighting the fight, grinding the grind.
It is not ready.
Still enjoying it. I don't know why. Because at this stage it's kind of doing the same thing over and over again, but Whoa, 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 easy now. It's you reached 1400 Paragon today. Well done, my man, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That ability is not yet.
You said I know you're a solo player as well, that is fantastic.
It is not ready yet.
It's a hell of a grind, isn't it, It's a hell of a grind. At this level, it's, like I'm speedrunning 95s. I'm still taking 3 95s to go up 1 level, That's brutal, You're talking 15 minutes just to go up 1 level.
I must wait to use that
Yeah,
ability.
you can do it faster with yellow pools, but then by the time you get yellow pools solo, you're wasting time. So. I don't mind, you know. I don't mind at all, you know. I'm aiming for 10 paragons a day, which no big deal. It's, you know, I think it's just a couple of hours work. So 1500, yeah, man. Yeah, I hit 1500 on Sunday, and I took a day off yesterday. I said, nah, you know what? I'm due a day off. Took a day off, relaxed.
The Rift Guardian.
Did no Diablo. Thanks, man. It's been a brutal ride, I tell you. And we're not finished yet. We've got 40 odd days of season left to go. I'm pretty sure I can hit, you know, 17, 1800. Ten paragons a day, and there's what's 40 odd days left. 10 paragons a day. That's 400 paragons, roughly. Diminishing returns for sure. You're still talking 1800, you know, 300 paragons. It could be 1800. It's plenty of time.
It is not ready yet.
Plenty of time. Just do you have the motivation to do 10 paragons a day for the next 40 days is the question I ask myself. So as I was saying earlier on in the stream, the difference solo and a leaderboard entry that you make when you're 1500 paragon or 1600 paragon is quite small. You know, you're not going to do a tremendous amount more in a solo leaderboard entry if you're 1500 or 1600 paragon, because it's just main stat, and so, you know, that affects the motivation, you know, for a lot of people. So. Where are we at? Let's do another one. I've seen plenty of primals. I just
That ability is
I can't get one from a build. The last one I got was a primal Stone of Jordan, which is pretty cool, and you can use that. I could.
It is not ready yet.
In fact, on the last week, I might drop Unity, go balls in deep, and go Stone of Jordan and Obsidian. So,
I must wait to use that ability.
You are defeated.
yeah, I don't do any bounties anymore. I'm not going to reforge my gear anymore. I'm done with that. You know, it's just a waste of time, to be honest. 1200 is brilliant.
That ability
You
is
know,
not
I know
yet
what it takes to get 1200, obviously, and it's, you know,
Your strength fails.
anybody does that deserves a bit of. It's dedication, you know.
I must wait to use that ability.
As is 1400, as is 1500. So.
It is not ready yet.
Right, is there any... I see there is a little cheeky elite pack down here, look at that.
I must wait to use
Hell.
that ability.
Oh, there's 2 elite packs, holy shit. What was that pylon up here? Scrap that.
That ability is not
Yeah,
yet
that's what Diablo's all about, is the grind. The grind wins the game, to be honest. I got my gear in 2 weeks. Here I am grinding for 6 weeks and getting Paragon, you know.
It is not ready yet.
Feel the wrath of
That ability is not yet recharged.
Shit. I was not expecting 3 elite packs down there.
The gods. I must wait
Oh,
to use that ability.
1509, man. Paragon is the meta. It is indeed. It's king. Paragon is king.
It is not ready yet.
That's what I was talking about earlier about those guys who are cheating, and that they can, you know, you can beat those guys, but if they're getting Paragon and they're cheating, if they're Paragon 2000 and they're cheating to get loads of primals, you can't beat them. Oh, aye.
Rethink your intent.
Now you've piqued my interest. I can't remember if you're hardcore or not. Are you softcore Crusader or hardcore? I think you're softcore, aren't you? Can't remember. No, you're so flippin' heck. 6 minutes 58 and 104. That is sick. Oof, look at that. That's a nice one, isn't it? That is sick. Oh, to be fair, you're in the top 10 still, but I mean, you're talking a minute and a half per GR on average, and you've done it in 6 minutes. You can still go up, what, another 6 levels. You could do 110 easy, surely. Putting you in the top 5 with these boys, like, you know. Doing under 7 minutes. It's awesome. That is awesome. Get somewhere to go to beat King. He's a good player. And these boys are just cheating, like primals galore. Aye, fuck off, pricks. Yeah, fucking cheating bastards. Oh, sure, the ninja's up there. He's been playing with some of the group guys. Yeah, that's pretty good, my man. 6 minutes 58 to do 104. Shit. That's brilliant. I've done my 104 in 12 minutes, you know. To be fair, I haven't done that in 2-3 weeks now, but brilliant anyway. Yeah, well, you missed it, Lucas. I was talking about them earlier on tonight. By the way, you know, I'm pretty, you know, they're part of this group here, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Look, you know, Wollaston's got a primal necro in the 4-man group. You know, he's got all primals. He's also got a full primal monk. So he's got 2 builds of full primals. Douglas has got full primal wizard. He's cheating, you know. Henrique and Impulse are cheating on the Crusader levels. Full primal gear, like, so, you know. Well, that's interesting you say that. You know, I don't know him that well, but I've seen him every season, and he's always up there, and he seems to be pretty legit, to be honest. He seems to be pretty legit. I mean, he runs kind of. He doesn't play a lot of groups. He's solo. You can tell from his gems. Look, he actually was in the stream tonight. You know, and he's been up there every season, pretty much. So I don't know. You know, he doesn't have many primals, to be honest. So, you know, I'd give him the benefit of the doubt. But these two guys here, number 2 and 3, are obviously cheating. You know. And I'll tell you why, is because I know they're cheating, is because their 4-man clear is just horrendous in terms of their barb is not, their support barb is geared wrong, and their support monk doesn't have any of the stats that you need to really to do 123, and so yeah, King Mallet, he's a very skilled player. He's done every season, I think, since we went season 10. I've seen his name on top of the Crusader leaderboards all the time, so you know I give him respect for that. So yeah, he seems legit. I don't know the Crusader guys. I don't play with them, but he seems pretty legit, to be honest. And he's always up there, and his gear's never full of primals. So you know, he seems to be able to play the Crusader very well. But these boys, yeah, you're competing against Impulus and Henrique, who are obviously cheating. Douglas is cheating. He was number 1 in 2 classes last season, Demon Hunter and Wizard, and both classes had full primals. And Wollaston is going to be top this season and probably a couple of classes, so they're obviously cheating. I know guys who run with these guys, and these 4 boys here, you know, tell the players to back up your save, and if you die, it's okay. You can just restore it. So, you know, go full damage, and if you die, it doesn't matter, you know. So, they're cheating bastards. Anyway, I've talked enough about them tonight. Anyway, so. But yeah, number 1 guy I think is legit. He's you know, been up there all season, every season. He's always in the top spots. He's quite a good guy, nice guy as well by the looks of it. So forget these 2. So Lucas, I don't know about these boys. He seems pretty legit. And I think Lucas, as I said, if you pushed, you're talking, you could do 110 easy. Pretty sure. So, which, you know, you put you up here, you know. And if you forget these cheating bastards, then you know you're talking 3rd or 4th. So. Yeah, as I said, if you have a look at, you know, it doesn't take a genius to work out who's cheating and who's not. You know, he doesn't have many primals, and his gems are not that high, and Cardassians are all different levels. These boys are different class. You know, freaking primals in every slot. Look at it. It's ridiculous. It's not funny. Like, this guy, say, you're right. I don't know this guy, as I don't know many Crusaders. Look at that. He doesn't have 1 primal. He's got 1 primal. 1 primal. There you go. See? Gems in the 112s. So that's probably what he's playing solo. Top boy, like, you know. Crusaders have always been pretty decent in hardcore, to be honest. It's just these cheating bastards who have spoiled it this season. You know, these guys have played every season as well. You know, Henrik's been on for a couple of seasons. Douglas has played every season, and Wilson's been on for a couple of seasons. And their exploiting and cheating wasn't that great in the last few seasons, but now it's blatant. You know, and you know that's because they've never been number 1. Now they want to be, so they have to cheat to do it. You know, well, there you go. See, you're a shit player if you need to do that. You know.
This fight is over.
For the record, I messaged Douglas today and said, "Why are you cheating?" Because Douglas is actually on my. There you go. Look. He's actually on my friends list. He's 1983 Paragon. And he's cheating along with his 4-man group. And I messaged him today, said, "Why are you cheating? Why are you? You know, do you not realise you're making a mockery of the leaderboards? You're, you know, putting the hardcore community in bad light. You know, considering it's a lot cleaner compared to softcore. And
It is not ready.
Xbox hardcore is just absolutely tainted to hell. So you know, PS4 is pretty good, but those boys are just making a mess of it, to be honest."
That ability is not yet recharged.
The gods strike through.
Yeah,
I must
yeah.
wait to use
There's a
that
lot of
ability.
players like that, to be honest, who reach their level and then they stop playing. You know, which is a shame, you know, because they could
That
probably
ability is
be
not
higher
yet
up.
recharged.
That's where the key to being
I must wait
competitive
use
is to
that
carry on
ability.
playing to the end of the season. That's the thing.
It is
Hey,
not
you play
ready
support
yet.
monk, yeah. That's what I do, my man. It's brilliant fun. Love it.
A vicious strike.
It's
I must
Oh, yeah.
wait to use that ability.
you know, playing a DPS in a 4-man meta is always slightly harder maybe, but yeah, support monk is fun.
That ability is not yet recharged.
You've got to be good at it, that's the thing, you know. You've got to keep your guys alive, you know. Your rotations, cyclone striking, and inner sanctuary. And
It is not ready yet.
Storm breaks.
The Rift Guardian is...
Alright.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
Next season, yeah, I'll be doing a bit of Twister. I'll be doing support monk as well for group play, but I'll also be doing a Twister wizard for DPS. I think you've got to have the flexibility of running a DPS build and a support build in case members of a group that you're playing with are not online. Because a support monk is great to have, but if you're playing online and there's no DPS build, then the support monk's pretty useless. So I'm gonna have a couple of builds next season, I think.
Well,
So I can slot in. Alright, let's do one more.
unleash.
I'll do support monk and Twister wizard.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Yeah, kind of support monk's that kind of, you know, easy to play, hard to master type thing, you know.
It is not
Much like
ready
support
yet.
barb, to be honest. You know, whatever the monk does is actually kind of key sometimes to the whole
I must
setup,
wait
even though
to
he's
use
not doing
that
any
ability.
damage. It's quite an interesting mechanic. I love the synergy between them all, you know. Trash killer, Rift Guardian killer, support barb, and support monk. It's brilliant.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Oh yes.
Your strength fails.
It is not ready yet.
Alright.
I must wait to use that ability.
You are defeated.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Strength fails.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability.
A vicious strike.
That
Oh, aye.
ability is not yet recharged.
The way home from work, that sounds interesting. You had an epiphany.
It is not ready yet.
Break beneath the endless
That
tide.
ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
The hell's those blue guys? Where are they?
It is not ready yet.
Feel the wrath of Itar.
I must wait to use that ability.
That's funny. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Senna. Alright, Ayrton Senna,
It is
yeah.
not ready yet.
Yeah, I'm a big Formula 1 fan though, man. Senna was a genius.
The storm breaks.
So sad. Yeah, I watched the race live when he died. It was pretty tragic.
I
to
must
be honest.
wait to use that ability.
The Rift Guardian has found.
Ah, right, yeah. Oh, you know, it's quite funny because I'm British, so I
Is
mean,
not yet recharged.
Nigel Mansell and Ayrton Senna had a massive duel, and that massive battle for the title, and of course,
It is not ready yet.
and you know, Mansell won some and Senna won some. Senna was world champion and Nigel Mansell became world champion. So it's only after that when you realise what
I must wait to use
Senna
that ability.
did in his career, even though it was cut short. You know, he was a hugely talented driver. You know,
It is not ready yet.
if you've watched the documentary film Senna, the documentary film based on him, it's a really good. I love it. It's you know, it's an epic. It's a testimony to the man. The man was a pure gentleman. You know, he was a true and utter you know, hero for the sport. You know, you know, the safety. He was concerned about the safety of Formula One, and he put a lot into that. And it's so ironic that he died because of what happened. So, but the fact that he was willing to put his career and certain principles on the line for safety for Formula One drivers, you know, you've got to have respect for that. So, you know, so yeah, you know, that was in the 90s, back in the day, where I was a kid watching Formula One. You know, yeah, I was slightly older. I was. When did he die? I can't remember. Early 90s. So I was maybe in my teens, early teens, 13, 14. But yeah, I remember. Yeah, you know. And barring Michael Schumacher, it's pretty hard to find a kind of natural driver like him, to be honest. 94, so there you go. Yeah, I was what's that? I was 18, so I was still living at home, and I remember watching it with my dad. Yeah, you know, he's a huge hero in Brazil, and so he should be, because not just what he achieved in the sport, but the type of person he was. He was an ambassador for Formula One. You know, it's a true gentleman. Sadly missed. Brilliant driver. As I said, I've got on DVD the documentary film on Senna. It's a brilliant watch. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. Wholeheartedly recommend it. You know.
I wish you luck.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. You know.
That ability is not yet recharged.
It's just the way he did it as well, as I said,
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
And there seems to be a lack of Brazilian Formula 1 drivers now who are at the top end of the scale, which is kind of weird because Brazilians have always been good at Formula 1, so...
It is not ready yet.
Ha! A vicious strike.
I must wait to use that ability.
Okay, so that's what I liked about Senna was, at the time I was rooting for Mansell, obviously because Mansell was British in the 94 95 championship, but you know, everybody liked Senna, you know, nobody disliked him. It's because he was just such a nice guy.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Won't go down easily.
But that race was really surreal. I mean, wasn't it the guy? Didn't another guy die in the practice or qualifying? Ratzenberger, what you call him? I can't remember his name, but didn't he die in the qualifying or practice? And like Senna was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, guys! You know, we have to concentrate on safety." And then he dies in the race, and it was like, "Oh man." Was it Roland Ratzenberger? No, something I can't remember now. You're talking more than 20 years ago now, aren't you? I think. It's been a while since I watched the documentary film. But,
That ability is not yet recharged.
Ah, no way, Gustavo Curtin, man, he's brilliant.
I must wait to use that ability.
I've not heard that, you know, but Romario and Ronaldo and Rivaldo, yeah, and Ronaldinho, I suppose, to some degree,
That
but...
ability is not yet recharged.
This fight is over.
I guess Neymar's the number one
It is not
Brazilian footballer at the moment, but he's got a bit of an attitude problem, to be honest. But, I'm a fan of MMA.
That ability is not
I don't know what MMA is. You might need to explain what MMA is. The fact that I don't know what it is suggests that I'm not. But what's MMA? I don't know what that is. Forgive my ignorance. Yeah, Massa was nice, you know, sadly he retired last season, but Massa, poor Massa, you know, he should have won the title and he didn't, and he lost it in the last day, didn't he?
wait to use that ability.
Your strength fails.
Ah, right, okay, is that like ultimate fighter, you know, championships, cage fighting and such like? Yeah, nah, I'm not really into that, to be honest. That's not very popular in Europe, to be honest. Even though
I must wait to
Conor
use that
McGregor,
ability.
well, if that's what you're talking about, UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship, yeah. I know Conor McGregor from Ireland he's a character and a half, but
It is not
in
ready
Britain
yet.
it's not really a popular sport, if I'm being honest.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Boxing's probably bigger, to be honest.
I must wait to use that ability. It cannot be done.
Breaks.
Come on. Where's the enemies? I've hit 1500 paragons, so I'm quite happy. 1510. So.
That ability is not yet
Oh man,
recharged.
power pylon with no enemies. That's crazy, yeah? Not one elite.
Are revealed.
Ah, it's pure show. Look what I picked up the pylon. Not one. Hardly any enemies, and.
It is not ready.
Ah, there we go. There's power pylons running.
I must wait to use that ability.
Incredible feat.
No, I mean, I'm a big football fan, tennis, Formula One, you know, rugby.
It is not ready yet.
Yeah, Gustavo Curtin. I haven't heard that name in so long. Brings back kind of memories. It's cool.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Your flaws are revealed.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Oh, here we got. Blood Mop.
It is not ready yet.
Nah, you're not getting me, mate. No.
I'm carrying too much.
I forgot to spend shards, the dumbass. Rookie mistake. Hate those GR maps, yeah. Yeah, don't we all? If you could, I thought I spent my GR. I thought I spent these shards.
Don't forget, luck always changes.
Yeah, I don't know if you've played Bloodborne or Dark
cannot
Souls,
afford
but on Bloodborne, there's endgame where you can go into dungeons and kill enemies, but you can do modifiers. So you can do certain dungeons where you might have half the health, but the rewards are greater. And I think something for Diablo would be cool, where if you could perhaps choose the maps or the mobs that you face in a greater rift, but with certain caveats, perhaps less rewards if you choose an easy map, or whatever, but some sort of ability to
I may be able to help you.
pick and choose and not make it so random with modifiers, you know. So, you know, I could pick the Festering Woods map for sure and clear it instantly, but you only get half the XP or something. I don't know, something like that. But the fact that it's all kind of completely random is kind of shmeh.
impressed.
Right, what time is it? Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 more.
Brave the Rift.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Honestly, I think Bloodborne is one of the best games I've ever played. It's just astonishing. Hey Nick, what are the clears looking in the 2 and 3 man leaderboards? Well, let's have a look, shall we? As I said, we've got the 123s, but the second group are cheating on PS4. So 4 mans are 123. 3 mans, let's have a look. It's probably the guys who are cheating. Yeah, it's these guys who are cheating. You see, so it's a bit hard to take, to be honest. You can't take that with take it with a pinch of salt. The other guys, I don't know if they're cheating or not. There's the guy that I know doesn't cheat, and they've done 120. So 120, 121. 2 mans. Yeah, it's the cheaters again. So, but the other guy's done 120. So, you know. 122 mans, 121's 3 mans, 123 4 mans. That's of course is hardcore. Softcore, I don't know any. I don't know if they're cheating or not. I don't care. But 127 2 man, 130 3 mans. Pretty brutal, eh? What are the 4 mans at? I think they're in the 135s, 136s, is it? Oh, 138s. Man, that's brutal. Oh, look at that, did it with 4 seconds left. Twister Wizard, Pestilence Necro, Trash Killer, Support Barb, Support Monk. 138s. Brutal, eh? Pwah.
I must wait to use that ability.
Your strength fails.
It is not ready
Yeah, but
yet.
Bloodborne is a brilliant game. It's hands down just sublime. I know we all got it on PS Plus. Was it last month or the month before? But you gotta try it. It's just beautiful.
I must wait to use that
It's
ability.
one of the most balanced games in terms of it's brutally hard and then picks up. But yeah, no problems, man.
That ability is not yet recharged.
But I played a lot of Bloodborne. I got the platinum for it and the DLC. But I played the end game a lot. I loved it. The end game with Chalice Dungeons is just fantastic. Some of the bosses are just brutal.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Your flaws are revealed.
Even if Blizzard didn't allow you choosing which maps to get, surely they whoa, a bit crazy here. Surely there should be modifiers where they can choose which maps you shouldn't get. Because let's face it, everybody's sick of this map. Ruins of Corvus are just,
Your strength fails.
that and the caves and the sewers and the keep debts. If you could at least eliminate, maybe, let's say you're allowed to pick 3 maps you were not going to get.
It is not ready yet.
There's still plenty of shit maps to get, but it's the frequency of these ones. I know. Keep getting these ones all the time. Yeah, this one's, it's not so bad. The plague tunnels and the keep decks are a bit of a nightmare, and Pandemonium Fortress, but it's not that this map's not so bad. It's the fact that the frequency of this map is so bad. I get it all the time. Yeah, sewers and caves are a nightmare.
I must wait to use that ability.
It's just the frequency of them. When you haven't played this one in a while and you get it, you're like, it's no big deal. But it's when you play 5 rifts in a row and you get this one all the time, you're like, ah. And it keeps coming out. While the Festry Wood only comes out once every 20 maps, it's gonna.
Your flaws are revealed.
I'm all for it, I don't want the game handed to me in a plate, I think the game's bad enough for getting gear. It's too easy to get gear, to be honest, but so it shouldn't be hard to get the maps you want. It shouldn't be too easy to get the maps you want either, but there has to be a balance. Maybe it is balanced, I don't know.
not
Yeah.
ready yet.
Yeah, tight spaces, you know, and bad drift guardian, you know, nowhere to run, can't maneuver, can't, you know. It's a bit of a nightmare. Ah, keep depths. Look, there you go. See.
That ability is not yet recharged.
This fight is over.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Charming pilot. Plop. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, let's get out of here. Come on. Oh, I'll take the leads. Yeah.
It is not ready yet.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Yeah, I'm off as well. My man, this will be my. I'm going to do one more rift after that, and that's me done for the night. So, good day, good night. Catch you later, my man.
That ability is not
This
yet
guy's
recharged.
not very nice sometimes. It's just the way he's constantly in your face.
I must wait to use that ability.
Easy in a 75, 95. But brutal when it's harder. Right, I'm gonna do one more rift, and that is me. And that's me done 10 levels tonight, so. What's going on? There we go, yeah, let's do one more.
Don't be shy.
Pop.
I w-
It is not ready yet.
Nah, it wasn't that long, was it? We have a shield, we have a shield.
It is not ready yet.
Ha! A vicious strike.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Feel the wrath of Ytar.
I must wait to use that ability.
Oh, I thought I saw an elite there for some strange reason.
The storm breaks.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Oh yeah, last rift of the night we get the battlefields. Well, was that? It was a power pylon.
You are defeated.
It is not ready yet.
Yeah, now we're talking.
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet.
You are defeated.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Must wait to use that ability.
Ah, conduit and channeling.
The rift.
I will not do that. That ability is not yet recharged.
Catch you later, Lucas, man. Nice talking to you, man.
It is not ready yet.
Pop. Oof. Hate Orlash.
Let's see what we can
Yeah,
do.
that's been done for tonight.
I need to go back.
I grasp.
4 minutes 16, not bad. Cheeky wee primal at the end, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. He's dumb as a rock, yeah. Still can hurt though. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello. Sun Wickel Shine Ancient, really? Oh, I'm gonna have a little look at that in a minute. We don't see they too often. Let's just clear that. Let's do the paragons. Alright, let's just not get our hopes up.
See you soon.
It's extremely hard to get what you want for your Sun Wukong Shines
Do come back.
amulet. But if it's decent,
Isn't that nice?
could augment it.
That
That's
is
the
too
thing.
expensive.
What have we got? Oh, we got a puzzle, right? Agnadox, nah, I find them quite easy, but then Crusader, yeah, it might be more difficult. Right, what have we got? What do we want? We want fire, we want 1 crit, and then dex, and then we roll the dex off of it. And we want secondary res. It's not too much to ask, is it? Boom! Ah, everything barring the fire. Look at that! No way! That's sick. He's even got 91% crit hit damage. I take that. Roll the dex to 10% CC, and then if it was fire, I take 18% fire. Oh man, brutal. Yeah, I could roll the lightning off of it and make it fire, but then I'm missing out 10% crit hit. You know, I'm not sure the 976 dex plus the Cardassians would equal the damage from 10% crit hit chance. No, that's harsh. I suppose I could go roll the lightning off and just get 10% CC and negate the fire percent, but that's the closest I've come to an ancient Sanuko anyway, so. I'm not even sure. I'd have to weigh it up, wouldn't I? Because I can't keep that, so I've got to roll it off. So if you choose the 10% crit hit chance, and then you're minus fire damage, you know. Curious that I haven't got. Maybe next time. Good night. Catch you later, man. Not getting any crit hit. So you see, it's a massive amount of. Eight to 10 critical hit chance, but see, it's a massive pool of what you can get. So. In the case of whatever crit hit chance you get, will be the one you take. Oh, you can't even get one. And I've only got a certain amount of gems left, like. Oh, that's ridiculous. Topazes. Just one crit hit chance. Huh. So generally it's hard to get. Being enchantments? Not once? Ah, there we go. .5. There's a 9. It's only 1%. I know. I'll use up my gems anyway. There you go. I'm happy with that. Right, so. Boom. See, it's more damage. And that's without an augment. So, fire damage. 57. Oh, well, hang on a minute, right? You're not gonna run. I'm not gonna run Mage Fists. Let's just go back to Syndico. So with my normal Syndico, you're talking fire damage of 37%, so you're talking fire damage 4.1 million. You stick that bad boy in. I've got more damage. See, it's 400,000 less. Then of course if you augment it, does it make a difference? Does it equal up to the 4.1? Then, you know, even if it does, it's not going to beat it, is it? So nah, it's not going to beat it. Fire damage is kind of going to rule. So what we're going to do is put that back in, slot that back in there. It's a good one to keep though. 31 keys. What we're going to do is save build, because that's got Mage Fists in it. And we're done our Paragons. We've done 10 Paragons tonight. I'm happy. Right. We did that in 3 hours, so that's roughly what it's going to take now. It's 3 hours a day. So, groovy. Right guys, I'm out of here. Catch you tomorrow.